Welcome back to KMOT First News at 10. I'm John Jacklin. We start tonight out in Jamestown at the B Tournament. You know what the B in Division B Tournament stands for? It stands for Berthold Bombers are the #1 seed. They take on the #8 seed Linton HMB. Let's see if we get our first dose of madness in March. Casey Simons gets the board no one can catch all by herself coast to coast. Gets the roll as the Bombers take an early lead. Simons second on the Bombers in scoring with 17. Lions giving them some trouble later in the quarter. Pass underneath finds Jersey Vogel. Vogel had a nice game tonight. Very similar looking play. Pass from the corner to the low post. This time Brooklyn Schumacher finishes the job. It won't fall for Linton. Addison Nesham picks it up. Long outlet pass to Casey Simons, and she hits the layup. Bombers win their first ever state tournament game, coming out on top 63-49. Let's check out tomorrow's semifinal action in Jamestown. First game of the day, it's a rematch of an earlier season matchup between Kenmore Bowbells and Central McLean. Just a few weeks ago, these were the #1 and 2 teams in the state. Many thought we might see this in the championship game. Now we get it in the semifinals. The Honkers won that regular season matchup. Then it'll be Berthold taking on Benson County. The Wildcats were the #1 team in the state for much of the season before suffering their first and only loss of the year to TGU earlier in February. Now we'll go to the nightcap at the Dome. Rugby versus Thompson. Tommy's on fire early, especially Addison Sage. The junior nailed 3 threes in the first frame alone. She finished with 21. Now green and black attacking the cup. Jordan Tozier gallops coast to coast for the hoop and the harm. Rugby suddenly down big. Avery Sanger locates Sarah Schmaltz. That will weather the storm for the time being. But Thompson cracks the code to the Panthers' elite defense, and Rugby falls in the first round. Panthers take on Dickinson Trinity in a consolation game tomorrow. Now here are the semifinals in A. These are the same 4 teams from this tournament last year. However, the matchups are different. South Prairie Max taking on Valley City Highliners, defeating Carrington earlier today, 45-42. Contrast in styles between these two teams. South Prairie Max likes to run. Valley City slow it down, get in their half-court sets. Then the nightcap. Devils Lake versus Thompson. These teams have played in the regular season before, with Devils Lake taking all of those matchups. It's kind of setting up for a rematch of last year between South Prairie Max and Devils Lake if tomorrow's games both go chalk. Now to WDA. Crosstown rivals meet up once again, this time in the capital city. Sentinels playing the Magi to the wire. Josiah Jackinet starts with it and eventually ends up with it right under the hoop to tie things up. Minot's Peyton Shell, a force to be reckoned with tonight on both offense and defense, drives this one down the far side of the lane for 2. He had a game-high 19 tonight. But check out the defensive highlight for Shell. Swats it away with authority. Magi capitalize in transition as they hit Eric Wincheski to get the bucket. The Magi go on a 14-1 run to end the game and win it 71-57. They can book their ticket to state tomorrow with a win. We'll be right back.